I would also tell my salespeople, how bad do you want it? How bad do you really want it? So if you have no other appointments going on that day, how long are you willing to wait around on a no-show? So I had stories where salespeople waited around for over 2 hours on a no-show. And then the homeowners came back. Of course, they felt bad. They had sympathy and empathy for the salesperson. And you get into a presentation and close it for over 40 grand. So as most people would have called that in for a reset or an NQ or just left, that salesperson wanted it bad, waited around, and made it happen. So those are the little things that can make all the difference. Leading by example. I tell you what, the easiest way that I would turn salespeople around in my leadership career was having them observe me in the house, following the system step by step, exactly the way we train in the classroom, and have them observe that leading to a successful outcome. Even having that salesperson record me in the house, write an evaluation on my performance, like dissect it, break it apart, put it back together. I need you to see and understand the psychology of the sale and why this works so well, and I need you bought into what we're doing. So of course, it's really healthy to observe your reps, and hopefully when you're riding along with your reps and observing them, you're doing detailed written evaluations on their performance, so you can have an intelligent debriefing with them, because the dullest pencil is better than the sharpest memory. But don't be afraid to do a demonstrational ride along. Actually have the rep watch you work your magic, because you've taken responsibility for mastery, complete mastery of the art of the in-home sale. Whatever your step selling system is, if it's the Grosso system or your step selling sales process, you gotta learn that thing better than anyone. I'm talking like anyone. So you gotta understand that your prospects will always make a decision hypothetically before they ever make it a reality, right? They're always gonna play a movie in their mind of all the things that are gonna happen, for better or for worse, when they own your product. One movie is, what are the things that could go wrong if I make the wrong decision? And then another movie is, what are the things that could go right if I make the right decision and I've fallen in love with this and I have a great experience, right? Today's headline of this talk is stop wasting your time. It's no secret that the most valuable thing you have in life is time. And we all have a finite amount of time to invest each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, each and every year. And how do you choose to invest that time so you can become the greatest version of yourself humanly possible? So that's the headline of today's Warrior Wisdom Walk. So as I've mentioned on previous talks like this, I did a masterful presentation at Closers Camp this year, and the title of my presentation was Ignite the Greatness Within. And in preparation for this speech that I gave, I was doing some research on how the average American invests their time. And some of the stuff I came up with, or some of the stuff I discovered rather, was very alarming and very frustrating, right? Because people moan and groan and complain about their circumstances, that they're not moving forward in their life, they feel stuck, they don't feel like they're achieving their full potential, but they're doing nothing about it, right? So in America, and again, I don't think people are really fully to blame, because again, a lot of it has to do with how we're programmed and how we're brainwashed and mind controlled to act and behave a certain way. But what I researched was the average American right now spends 4.5 hours per day on social media. 4.5 hours every day. Now, how many days are there in a week? How many days are there in a month? You times that by 4.5 hours, 365 days a year. That's a lot of life. People are investing mindlessly scrolling on social media. Now, I'm not saying that 100% of the stuff you watch on social media is bad. Of course, if you're tuning into these Warrior Wisdom Walks, I'm trying to add value to your life, trying to share some useful information. But if you're honest with yourself, what percentage of the content you're watching on social media is truly enhancing your life, is making you a better human being, is teaching you new skills and arming you with new knowledge where you can grow and develop as a person, right? And I just want to let you know, I want to summarize something here. I want you to be a beacon of light in the world. You know, there's a lot of negativity, a lot of darkness, but the good news is a little bit of light can cut through an incredible amount of darkness, right? It can even be pitch black, and you can have the dimmest light of all, and it'll still cut through it pretty efficiently. So try to be a beacon of light, be a positive influence on this world. Leave a positive mark, and try to aim to empower and inspire those around you. And that's going to segue into today's Warrior Wisdom Walk pretty well, because the headline of today's walk is watch your mouth. And I mean it, watch your mouth. You ever have your mom or dad tell you to watch your mouth? Well, it turns out there's a lot of wisdom there, because the words we choose, whether it's the words we tell ourselves or the words that we tell people around us, either have the power to give life and enrich life and enhance the life force energy of everything everything around me, or it has the power to destroy and take it away. So I first got sent down this path when I read an incredible book I recommend to everybody. It's called The Hidden Messages of Water. So it's no secret that most of what you're made out of is water. Some people say 70%, some people say 75%. Apparently when you're born as a baby, you're about 90% water. And then as you go through life, you have a little bit less water as time goes on. And then by the time people are at the end of their life, they're about 65% water. So you can see water is really the foundation of life, you know, water and oxygen. And oxygen, of course, is a big element that helps create water. But water matters, and water is a lot more mysterious than you can possibly imagine. So I hope you like this Warrior Wisdom Walk. I know it's a little different. Obviously, it's a very short and sweet topic if you want it to be. Just be very careful about how you talk and communicate. Focus on positivity. We have all heard about the power of positivity, but truly on a molecular level, it's scientifically proven to have an impact beyond your wildest dreams. So if you like this Warrior Wisdom Walk, make sure you comment below. You can see I'm breathing pretty heavily here. I'm pushing through. Make sure you share this with your friends, anybody that you know. So go out and create an amazing life for yourself, and we'll see you on the next Warrior Wisdom Walk. On behalf of Grosso University and our entire team, yes, you are a closer.